in the top left part of the map here on King Sejong Station, Better Edition, it is Quasar's Printf.
The bottom right, taking game one with a surprise attack. It is our purple Protoss player, Nazgul, from Swig.
So Printf was actually saying that he thought he should have been able to see that there was a 4-gate coming. Should have been able to deal with it a little bit better. But still got to hand it to Nazgul anyway. I will still say that was nicely controlled and done on his part.
Right. I think the number of stalkers made a big difference. You were commenting about that. They, to a degree, they do overpower the Reapers if you get them in enough numbers and you control them properly.
Yeah, I mean, the difficulty I think there was the fact that he kept picking Reapers off 1 or 2 at a time early in the game. If he hadn't and Printf had been able to get them away without really losing any, the fact that he went so hard into Stalkers probably wouldn't have meant anything. Like, it's a weird sort of thing. You got to get a lot of them,
Really?
and then you kind of got to go all in. But
do you
if
think even with Blink that wouldn't have changed anything?
With Blink, if he got up to Blink, then he'd have the opportunity to out micro him. It's going to come down to positioning in that case.
Right. Okay.
The thing is, in that particular game, though, I don't think he was actually getting Blink. Like, I don't think he did. He was just kind of went straight gateways. And Nazgul's saying, he thought he was not Zerg. Note the placement of his buildings.
Uh-oh. Yes. So, I actually haven't seen... Yes,
I think he rolled the dice in hopes that he wasn't facing a Zerg. So as you can see, Printf going for the typical expansion, pulling anything particularly crazy yet.
Oh, weird. He didn't go pool first, or did he?
Nope. Actually, I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not sure. No, we just saw his hatch go down. He couldn't have gone pool first. Okay, brain. All right. I'm paying attention, I swear. I'm going to reach over here and drink more tea now.
Tea is good. Caffeine is good. So he's pushing a couple lings out. Probably the scout. While Nazgul has both gases.
Yeah, he's actually just running through the standard Protoss opening that you would use against Terran and Protoss, and he's actually okay from here. The interesting thing to me is going to be what Printf does when he realizes there's no wall of any kind and there's just a stalker. And a Solid, sorry, Mr. Solid. You're not invisible. I know you're there. Don't worry, man. It's all right.
He did see too that the buildings were not placed at the ramp.
This kind of helps Nazgul a little bit that he's killing this Overlord. He's going to get a small window of time where Zerglings can't get built. Because if he could build them right now, that'd be a little frustrating. Robo. Oh, is he going to rush for Colossus? If Printf just decides to hit the YOLO Zerglings button, this might work.
YOLO Zerglings? Is there a YOLO Zerglings hotkey?
That's what that is. It's a trigger inside their head. It's actually not a button that they press in the game.
Oh, I see.
It's a button they press in their head when they see that there's no wall. They go, I'm going to kill him. In this case, though, Printf is saying, I'm going to stick to my plan, and he puts down 2 spine crawlers.
Probably a wise decision.
This actually is true, that generally speaking, when you see an opportunity in a game, if you don't have to take it and you have an original plan that you want to go for, it's often better to just stick with your plan. Do the thing you practiced, do the thing you know that works. Unless you're really, really practiced taking advantage of that opportunity. In which case, knock yourself out.
It's going to do wonders for his mental state too. Or, or you, speaking hypothetically.
Yes.
Stick with the comfortable option.
Speed coming up, 2 more gateways planted down. He's getting an Immortal out. Maybe he just wants to go for a rush.
The one base though? One base Immortal?
It can work, maybe.
He is dropping the Roach Warren.
This is not something I see very often. This Roach Warren is kind of a typical thing. You actually see most Zergs throw this down just as a potential, just something to have to defend yourself if necessary. They don't necessarily want to build anything out of it unless they're explicitly going for Roach Tech. So this may just end up sitting there and not doing anything if he's going for Mutalisks. If he isn't, the Roaches should start any second now. I'm only thinking Mutas maybe just because of those Spine Crawlers. I mean, he knows his opponent's pretty aggressive, so throwing them down makes sense, but that also may just be a factor of his build. You notice he's picking up quite a bit of gas.
Right. And he's moving into lair.
Come to think of it, Mutalisk doesn't necessarily make sense unless he's just screwing up the build in some way. Because usually he would have both gases on the natural. Odd. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lings catch the Immortal out in the middle of the map.
Oh.
The Immortals are strong. Immortals are very strong. Ouch.
Ouchie. Lots of health.
Wow. Well.
So, what, that Immortal killed 4 Zerglings?
I thought there were more than that. Huh. Okay, so it takes about 5 or 6 Zerglings to kill an Immortal. Even if he's microing, I'm assuming. Which he was. He's going to break down the back door. The Spine Crawlers are not on this side. He's going to have to uproot those and move them now, or they're not going to be in position for this. Oh, is Printf seriously just missing this completely? Yeah, all of his units are positioned at the other side, and here comes the attack.
Uh-oh.
This is the Overlord in position. He's trying to move himself into the back line so that any links that come forward will have a harder time engaging. Roaches are coming forward. There's 2 Immortals here, but the positioning of the hatchery is actually making it really difficult to reach the Immortals. He can't get out into a nice arc. And now he's just going to leave. This is incredibly frustrating for Printf as of right now. He did save most of his workers.
Good call. Good call by Nazgul, though, pushing him when he did. That created choke points too, as far as the force fields are concerned.
Ooh.
A little bit of
Nice force field there. Picks up a few Roaches. He's going to get these Spine Crawlers, actually without losing anything. And now, oh no! There's a bunch of free Overlords hanging out at the front. Never a good place to be. Supply block right when he needs to be building more army units. Roach speed is now done though, and the thing is, Nazgul is actually not expanded. So he needs to kill him with this army. If he loses this army out here, overextending into his opponent's territory, that's that. So stakes are getting a little high for our Protoss player, but so far he seems to be fine. Second hatchery is about to die.
Wow. Setting the base count here.
Man, the fact that he killed those Overlords might be the biggest part of this. It's just, otherwise the army count would be climbing, and it isn't at all. Ooh, but a nice move on Printf part to use his slings on the map to actually clean up those reinforcement pylons.
Right. He's going to move in and counterattack. And there is, well, there's a makeshift wall there.
That'll hold for a little while. Oh no!
Oh no! No, there's a hole! Force field!
Oh.
Oh no!
And now we have a base race. Slings on one side of the map. The Imperial forces of the Protoss on the other side. Will the Rebels win tonight? It's not really the Rebels if you think about it. This is probably I'm going to get Super Star Wars nerd mode activate, Yuuzhan Vong, versus the Republic maybe.
Yuuzhan Vong, yes. Oh man, this is terrible. We're going to have to drop the base up in the top corner.
Yeah.
So, if Nazgul misses that little tidbit...
He does have, I think, 1 worker hiding out in the map. That's a pylon. Okay. Well, he needs to kill these workers from Printf. If he can shut his economy down, which... Okay, even killing the workers won't shut the economy down. I actually would say at this point that Printf has this. At least he should. It's a simple virtue of the fact... Oh, that's a bad place to hide those. Basically, what I'm saying is he should be able to rebuild his economy essentially from nothing because he's got so many minerals banked. Nazgul doesn't have an economy anymore.
Mothership Core being a hero.
He's got 1 probe. Where's this thing?
Look at... There he is.
Well, he needs to expand somewhere. Really badly. Or else all of his buildings are going to get highlighted on the map.
He doesn't have enough minerals for that, unfortunately.
Never mind, he's dead. Now, but the one potential saving grace in this situation is that the entire army has actually been trapped up here. If he can kill it, he can potentially hunt down these bases before anything is actually built.
Wow.
Oh man, looks like the tides have turned. It's gonna take a little while for him to actually kill everything, so unless Printf leaves. Which, yeah, he's building drones. He's not dead yet,
He's in
guys.
it for the long haul here.
As they'd say in an anime, as they'd say in any like sports anime, there's still fire in his eyes. He's not dead yet. Unfortunately, there's 3 immortals and a lot of force fields and stalkers and scary things with teeth and pokey things and laser beams.
Scary things with teeth. Oh no.
So Nazgul looks like I'm kind of expecting him to push up to a 2-0 lead here. Now, here's a funny thing, right? You wouldn't necessarily expect... Ooh, just kind of run them back in the army. You wouldn't necessarily expect this, but one base and cheesy players tend to be the most tenacious in these situations. They will not give up. Squishing them is hard and takes time. The thing is, both players know that. So Nazgul is systematically walking around the map and killing his opponent's stuff. He's picked off his overlords even more so now. There's 5 supply left for Printf total.
Another hatchery building in the bottom left. He does have eyes on the one on the far right, but Hallucinated Phoenix did catch this one, so he knows where these bases
Printf
are.
says, no!
My creep.
My creep! Meanwhile, the Mothership Corps ensuring a slow, excruciating death for this hatchery.
The Mothership Corps has 9 kills on it. Those poor drones.
Now, we have to keep in mind that for obvious reasons, Printf would himself say that his Zerg is probably his worst race. Because, let's be blunt, he doesn't play it. Not that I do either, so... GG, Nazgul takes game 2. He's up by 2.
Game 2.
2-0. Let's see if he can take it to 3. Can he claim this series?